It is an unbelievable story of forbidden love and romance. Before starting the story, please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon for more interesting stories. After a long, busy day at work, Jessica finally made it home. She slipped into her comfiest pajamas, a worn-out pair covered in cartoonish coffee cups and donuts, and wrapped herself in a cozy blanket, ready to relax. Her husband, Eric, was out of town on a business trip, so it was just her and Eric's brother, Sam, who was staying with them for a few days while he looked for a new apartment. Jessica had just settled in with a cup of tea and her favorite novel when she heard a knock on her bedroom door. "Hey, Jess, are you busy?" Sam called from outside, his voice muffled. "Not really, come on in," she replied, setting her book down. She'd almost forgotten she was still in her homebody look with her funny pajamas and messy bun, but when Sam stepped in, he didn't seem to notice. He was holding a toolbox and looking slightly embarrassed. "Sorry to bug you, but I was wondering if you could help me with a leaky kitchen faucet. Eric mentioned it before he left, and I thought I'd try to fix it," Sam said with a sheepish grin. Jessica laughed. "I'm not much of a handyman, but I'm down to give it a try." She grabbed a hoodie to throw over her pajamas and followed Sam to the kitchen. They examined the faucet together, and Sam laid out a bunch of tools, none of which Jessica recognized. He pointed to a few YouTube videos on his phone, where professionals showed how to tighten loose faucet parts. "Seems easy enough," he shrugged. But as they began, they quickly discovered it was anything but easy. Every attempt to fix the faucet seemed to make things worse. At one point, they managed to accidentally detach the sprayer hose, which resulted in a spray of water soaking them both. They both burst out laughing, scrambling for towels and anything they could find to stop the spray. "This is probably not how the pros do it," Jessica joked as she tried to hold the hose in place. "Yeah, I'd say we're creating our own tutorial on what not to do," Sam replied with a laugh. After an hour of trial and error and several more unexpected sprays of water, they finally managed to get the faucet back to a steady drip instead of a full-blown leak. By then, they were both soaked and exhausted, but they couldn't stop laughing. As they cleaned up the mess, Sam looked over at Jessica. "You know, Jess, I wasn't sure how this day was going to go, being in your space and all. But thanks for making it feel like I'm part of the family." Jessica smiled, feeling a warmth she hadn't expected. "Your family, Sam. And honestly, having you around has been more fun than I thought it'd be, faucet fiascos and all." Later that evening, Eric called to check in, and Jessica couldn't wait to tell him about the hilarious chaos she and Sam had gotten into. "You might need to hire a real plumber when you get back," she laughed. Eric was relieved they'd at least managed to stop the leak, but he was glad they'd found a way to enjoy the unexpected adventure. As Jessica hung up, she realized that what started as a simple task had turned into a night of laughter, teamwork, and family bonding. It made her feel grateful to have family around who could turn even a plumbing disaster into a fun memory.